Hello everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're all well. I'm good, thank you. So I am on with the Tattytreasure and Friends Facebook group challenge today, which is "Oh, I have loads of those," or "Oh, I have lots of those." And yeah, if you've watched me before and you saw my first one, you'll know that I've got lots of things that I could use for this, but I'm trying to use things that I genuinely want to use up and move on. So today I've come up with, sorry, there's a hair there on my table, these dictionary pages. So I've got about 3 of these dictionaries actually, and they are like the vocabulary dictionaries, so the little gems they're called in the UK. They're like a Collins dictionary, but I'm sure they're nationwide, not nationwide, worldwide. You know, like translation dictionaries is what they are. This is a Spanish one. So yeah, I've only got a bit of it here. I have used about 1/3 of it. Not for this, but for other things. But yeah, I've got a few of them, and I don't really use them very much now. Now I've got the bigger dictionary pages. So I want to use some of these up. So I got this out and started to think what I could do with it. And I've obviously been cutting up, removing the extra white around the edge and inking. So I did that with the tear ruler, and then I did some with these scissors, which actually was a little bit quicker for me. I'm still not brilliant with that tear ruler, but you know, you could even tear them with your fingers, to be honest, or you could cut them neat with straight scissors. So get pages like that. Now you can do it with, I've got some other book page here, I think. I've been playing with book pages. Yeah, you could do it with probably that. Yeah, that's from a bigger dictionary. So yeah, you could just cut that up, couldn't you? And in fact, I think I've done this with this size dictionary before. I'm pretty sure I have. So I'm going to make sort of specimen cards, but the idea is, you know, with the "Ooh, I've got lots of those," I have got lots of, and I've just brought here a very tiny amount. I'm sure you're all the same. I've got absolutely hundreds of pieces of you know, little embellishment pieces, so tickets and tags and flowers and, you know, all sorts of things that we get in the kits that we collect, words, you know, even down to just pieces of scrap paper, which I've got here, you know, just using up those on this would be good. Let me just cut these down into smaller pieces. Yeah, so if you've got book page and you've got lots of pieces of ephemera, or you can create some, you can make these specimen. Now I'm not going to call them specimen cards. Some of them will be like specimen cards, but others won't. I'm just going to call them embellishments, because I've lost the ones I've already made now. That's terrible. You know, they can be used as a specimen card, but they could go on a page, they could go on an envelope, they could go on you know, a piece of ephemera. So these are just the 4 I've made sitting here, and I've really enjoyed myself, I have to say. So all I've done is just grabbed things, anything that, you know, caught my eye and wanted to put together. Whereas before, a specimen, when I did a specimen, it would be something like perhaps this, perhaps that butterfly and then a word underneath, field notes, something like that. So I would call that a specimen card, because it actually looks like a specimen card. You know, perhaps that on a piece of backing, you know, and we may make some specimen cards. We may have something like that going on, but I didn't want them all to be like that. I didn't want them all to be just specimen cards. I just wanted them to be embellishments. So I've got photographs, words, labels. That's just a butterfly picture on a flower out of a book. A word again. This is one of the perfume and chocolate pieces from Tania's perfume and chocolate. Yeah, I think it is from her. It's on her Buy Me a Coffee. It's a digital for £1, and there are thousands of these. Well, I might be exaggerating a bit, but there's lots of those on it. You know, little pretty cutouts. You know, a bit of a label there that I've cut around with the scissors again, and a word up there, and then a ticket, a little die cut, and a number. So yeah, you know, there's nothing that you can't put on here. So I've also brought some words along. You don't have to have words, you can cut them out of a book. So This was just out of a small piece of scrap Edith Holden that I cut some words out of. Look, by the road, beech tree, weather still cold, sunshine, May, the cottage. You know, it doesn't really matter what they say if, you know, if they go under there. You know, just a bit of fancy. Obviously I've got the words, I've got some words I've always had. I brought a few, I've had a dig in the box and brought a few just plain labels if I want to make, you know, something similar to a specimen card on the bottom. So yeah, and obviously I've got my box of numbers. I've got numbers there. So let's just make some. So I have sat and cut them out, but I will do one. Why have I put my buckets there? I'll do one to show you what I did, to show you that I didn't really spend much time and effort really making it pretty. I literally got my scissors and cut round the main body of the text, so I've not got white space. I didn't particularly keep it, you know, square, really square. I didn't make any effort at all to make it, you know, precise. You of course can if that's your thing, as I always say. There's another one on there. This one I did with the tear ruler. So I've got some of both. Some that I just tore around. Again, I just went up to the main block of the text and tore around to get the white, you know, the white off, to give me a fairly, shall we say, uniform shape, because it's not square in any sense of the word, like that. Now, really quick to do. I think I've done about 15 of each of them now. Like I say, you can tear it with your fingers, you can cut it with scissors, and it can be any kind of book page. It doesn't have to be this. And then simply and gently, I didn't overdo the edge, but of course you can, should you wish. And you can use a different colour, should you wish. This is the walnut stain. Oh, I don't know why, I had a feeling then that I hadn't pressed play. Perhaps because it's late in the day. I have to tell you that we have been to the pub for our tea, and that's the first time we have done that in a long time. And yeah, it was very enjoyable to be out. Followed all the safety, of course, but yeah, very enjoyable to be out. Very nice to have a cold beer with my tea. Now I don't, because of the medication I'm on, I don't drink. You know, I used to like a drink, not a mad drink, but I used to like a tipple. But they tell me I shouldn't, particularly on the medication I'm on, so I don't. But I thought just a beer with my tea won't hurt, but you know, which I do at Christmas and what have you. I just have a glass of wine with my dinner. Yeah, very enjoyable. So I'm a bit late doing my video. I know you'll forgive me. Okay, so let us start. So I'm just putting it on with this glue. Let's just grab something. What shall we grab? Great big flower there. I've not done anything that big yet, have I? I like that. I like the white round it. What might we want underneath? A word? Kindness? No, I'm not sure about that, the colour of that word. Let's have a label. Oh, it's a very big flower, that, isn't it? Should we just have a small label on the side like that? Yeah, and you don't need to think about it any more than that. I mean, the others I didn't even think that hard, so I have to say. Just grab and stick if that's your thing. Yeah, it's gonna turn out some really interesting, I think, pieces. And of course they might bend because the dictionary paper is very thin, so the card that's going, the papers that are going down are thicker in the main and wet. So yeah, all I did with the others was just pop them under a book while they dried. My mushroom book, what have I done with it there? So I'll do that again. I'll just keep popping them under there and move on. So yeah, I've kind of done the mass make style in as much as I've cut all the, it's not too big, yeah, cut all the pages down and then inked all the pages, and then oh, another flower. See, it's because I'm on film, it's taking me so long. So I cut them down, then I inked them, yeah, and then I'm just now going to go through and make and I may go back again and add other things to them afterwards, but for now I'm just going to add 2 or at the most 3 things to each piece, you know, and they're kind of, well, the stash then, aren't they? I'm creating stash. Put that one in the middle, yeah, and you know, I'm not going to think about it any more than that. Put it under there. So I guess it is kind of a mass make. Sounds like there are people outside having fun. First time I've heard anybody, although it's gone tea time obviously, because I've been to the pub and had my tea. Oh, a watch is nice, isn't it? Don't know if it's children, it might be children. Yeah, it sounds like children. Of course they're shouting at the top of their voices. Oh dear, I don't know what to do with myself now. So there's like a plain piece of, let's just do something different. So that's just a plain piece of, well, it's not plain, it's patterned. An ordinary piece of digital paper left over from Nanine, one of Nanine's kits. And I'm not sure which one. So let's just put that down, kind of, you know, specimen style. It's got writing going the other way, and that doesn't bother me at all. There's a little blue flower there, which I'm thinking I'll put on one corner. Whoops. I could have put the clock on it, couldn't I? Still could, I suppose. Let's put this down on this bottom corner. I need me this. Yes, we are a bit sideways on there, never mind. Right, so we could have this at the side there. Yep. Let's have it with the 12 at the top, just to be different. Yeah, and then I'm wondering about a little tiny word at the bottom. Friendship discovery. I've got some really tiny ones in here. Excuse me a moment, leaning in front of you. Gosh, that's 3 times it nearly came and then went back. Yeah, so these are my little teeny tiny ones. Put some in the lid because once they're limited edition, that's a nice one. Once they're freed, they float off everywhere, they're so tiny. Oh, I think I left the white on there on purpose. Never mind, it's gone now. Or it will be in a second. Yeah, so I hope you're all having a nice time. It has been beautiful weather here, I have to say. And we've been out taking Mum for her groceries and see my sister. Neil's been for an eye test. Yeah, we've had a busy day. Oh, I've been for physio. Gosh, it seems so long ago now. Well, we started the day with my physiotherapy this morning. Do we have that just across there? You know, and if you decide you don't like what you've done, it's just 3 bits of ephemera on a paper, isn't it? And then, like I say, who knows? You might just be the thing you're looking for. I've got a mushroom picture here. Love that one. So yeah, this was my last session with Jess, the physiotherapist who's been standing in for mine, who is on holiday in Egypt. Lucky lady. And if you remember, I told you that she was trying to get me to do a full circle on a bike before my physio came back, and I didn't hold out much hope when I went this morning because, yeah, my knee didn't feel like it was bending any more than it was last week, to be honest. And I have to say, knees. Knees is a word on here. That's very funny. Oops. Yeah, when she said let's go on the bike, I was like, oh no. Just because it's, you know, slightly worrying, not really worrying, but I'm like, oh, she's going to want me to go further than I want to, and I'll have to say no, it hurts, and you know, all those silly things that go through your head. Oh, great big black number. Do we like that? I think I do. What does that say? Grace, nature. No, I think I like that black number on there. Yeah, anyway, as soon as I got on and started moving the pedals, I could tell it was a lot looser. Both her and Neil, who comes in with me, were like, wow, I can't believe you're going that. She said, you are nearly over. I thought, I'm not. I know it's a lot looser, but I'm not nearly over. And Neil said, yeah, I thought that. I thought, oh, was it? And I thought, well, I'll give it a few goes and I'll try again. And then I suddenly thought, I think I might be able to go all the way over. And yeah, I did. I did, and it didn't, I thought, if I go all the way over there, that's really going to hurt. I'm going to be in pain. No, I did it. So yay to me. Obviously, it'll she said to me it will seize up now, of course, because it's been pushed further than it has been previously. So, I mean, I've kept it going all day, but now I've stopped, it probably will. Oh, I had something in mind for there. Was it that May? Quite like that on there. Should we put something behind it? Let's try it on something bright. Piece of that. I might not. I just want to try it and see. But she said, yeah, if you come again. Well, she said if you can get yourself a bike, it would be brilliant. Of course, I don't really want to commit to the room more than anything. My own physio did say that to me a couple of weeks ago, saying you can pick them up really cheap second hand because people buy them and then they realise they're not going to use them and they're just like a glorified clothes horse. And I thought, yeah, well, I know, because I've been there and done that one. I've got the t-shirt. But yeah, today I see what she means. It really does make, because you use your left leg, I know it sounds bizarre, but you kind of use your left leg to help your right leg move. Well, it doesn't sound bizarre, that's how a bike works, isn't it? Yeah, so I think that's, yeah, we'll put that on there. I think that's why, I went further than I thought I was going to, because my left leg had a bit of input. So, am I boring you? Sorry. The story's nearly over. So yeah, we're gonna look and see if we can get a second-hand one, and then, even if it's only just for a few weeks. I mean, cheap. I only want to pay cheap. Somebody that's practically giving one away, because it's a waste of money otherwise. Because I can go on the one there once a week at physio. So yeah, that's my big news that I nearly forgot to tell you. I like that one actually. So yeah, busy day. Right, I couldn't think what I was doing then. There's so much here, I should just stop looking and just pick something up, shouldn't I? I'm going to do that one, but I just spotted this flower. So what can we put the flower on? Oh, there's a washy flower there. This is the problem. I just can't stop myself now. Oh, there's a big picture of her. Gosh. Oh, I want them all. I want them all. Right. Oh, that's a good one. Will the flower go over that? So this one is from a kit by Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I think it might be called, no, I was going to say Claridge's, but I don't know if I've even got a kit called Claridge's. It could be though, or no, can't think. What's the place? Something Row, where they do all the. Let's try this technique, where they do all the clothing. No, can't think for the life of me now. I'm rubbish with names. Anyway, it's one of Tina's kits. You're probably all shouting it at me, those of you that know Tina. I think that does work, that flicking it. It seems to be doing for now, so thank you, whoever it was that gave me that tip. Oh, stretched it out a bit. Let's start at the top then, because we can always cut off anything at the bottom that's too long. Oops, not much, but there is a little bit. Yeah, I like that greenery on there. Where's my cloth? I keep going up there for it and it's not there. So yeah, so it seems to be getting dark again. It always does, doesn't it, when I come here at tea time? And I know for a fact my light's not plugged in now because I've had a good tidy up and moved it, so perhaps I need to move a little bit quicker. Right, which one did I say? I definitely wanted that one, didn't I? Thank you, yes I have. Okay, so this is another one from chocolates and what? Perfume labels. So what shall we put on with this one? Some of these might be nice stitched around. I was just thinking actually a bit of a border. Sort of a label, a smallish one. Browner. I really should make myself sit here, shouldn't I, until these are all gone. There's a small, oh that's too small, so let's try a bigger one. I've got a bigger green one. Yep. All these bits of ephemera. I might have to, after I've finished filming with you, sit and do some more. The only reason I would not do them all with you is because the light is fading fast. I wonder if I should stop and put my light on, because it's dark now, I think, isn't it? I think I will. There, that feels better for me. It's definitely better for me. I've pulled the curtain all the way back as well. It wasn't back, so maybe that's made a difference. And gosh, yes, I am stiff when I move. I've definitely done a lot today, so a nice easy day tomorrow, I think. I'm just wondering if that wants something more, but I don't know what. Piece of this, no. Bird, no. It wants something, I'm sure it wants something. Oh, what about number? Right, have we got any brown? Got brown numbers, got beige ones, got green ones, so no. Oh, a number label. I like that. Let's just try that one. That one. I think I like that one better actually. I was just thinking washi would be nice on here as well if you've got some pretty washes. Just a piece of washi on it. Birds are singing. Cloth. Yeah, you can see where I smudged the ink there when I was inking it. That's me all over, isn't it? Oh, are you all sticking to each other? Don't do that. Let's do one of these straight ones now. So I just want to put her on one. She needs a big one though. Is there a bigger one? Yes. Let's just put her straight down on one and then maybe a label over her. We don't want a number. We don't want it to be a specimen, do we? That wouldn't be nice. Do keep slinging my cloth over to the left for some reason. Just put it there, Denise. That's it. Oh no, maybe just a really colourful butterfly on there. So this is a butterfly tab. Yeah, let's just cut it down. Big scissor alert in the camera. So yeah, because she's sepia, this lovely bluey green butterfly, hopefully. Is it too big? Do we think? Let me just see if I can dig out some little butterflies without too much. Oh, just spotted one there. Oh. But it's yellow and it's one of those vellum-y ones. I want something that's going to pop a bit of colour really. So let's have a look. Oh, see, there was my light going, like I said to you, going a little bit, losing some of its, what's that, that's not a butterfly. Some of its power a few minutes after I put it on. Just dips itself down a bit. I think these are all big. Can I see anything little? Little and bright. We've got little and... no. Must be something that's... I just liked that deep blue one. The colour just stood out, didn't it? A little pink one there. No, that one's not too bad actually. It might be nice with some stickles on it. You know, some like glitter glue. We'll go with that one, I think, because I could be looking through those photographs, those butterflies for a long time. They could probably do with being sorted into colours or sizes or both. Yeah, that would be OCD of me, wouldn't it? Oops. Don't know if I ought to take some of these out and let them dry so they're not sticking to each other like that one has. Put a few more in so you can see how so easily I'm going to make thousands of these, and I'm not. There's a nice bluebird. Our label, look, ticket. Nope. Oh no, rabbit. I've just found a rabbit. Rabbit alert. Okay, not sure we put him on. He needs a bit of background, I think, doesn't he? A bit of colour behind him. So he looks like he's going to jump off the page and onto your lap for an ear tickle. Still loving the rabbits. Yeah. Oh, sent him flying then. Yeah, what would you, I bet you've come up with thousands of ideas for things on here. What would you put on? It'll be interesting to hear in the comments, because I'll be like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of that? I'll make some of those. Should we have him further down? I'll have him higher up and then something under him, a word. Oh, I see a nice nature word there. As in the word nature, which he is. And it's got a blue, just fits. I'll try to make it a bit smaller. Yeah, it's got blue font. Yeah. I won't cut it very straight, but what does that matter? Oops. Not so heavy-handed, Denise. So Neil's having a fishing day tomorrow, so tomorrow's his second day off. So I will be having half a day in here, in this room. What am I doing? Putting it under there. And half a day. Well, that just fell on there and I quite like it. I don't know why, because it's a similar colour, but I do quite like it. Let's put it on a square one. Maybe lower down like that, and then something up the top. Flower. Oh, we may put that flower on in a minute. That's a lovely Tim Holtz flower from Daisy. The bundle that the lovely Carol sent me. Any other flowers then? No, I do not want to get out my pot of flowers because there is more than enough on the desk here to going on with, so I think I will put that one on. It's inked as well, so that's from the Daisy kit, which was March, I think. March planner from Nanine at Collagetype on Etsy. You'll have seen, if you watch Tania, I know a lot of people who watch me watch Tania at Tattytreasure. She did quite a few weeks worth of crafting with the, oh, it's a bit lower, wasn't it? A bit lower. The Daisy kit. Yep. And that's what that's from. I've still got quite a bit of mine left. I think she used every single bit of hers up as far as I can recall, or very nearly. There's another piece of it there, look. We're going that way here. So these are the sort of things that I mean, you know, if you're anything like me, you've got boxes full of them, desk sweeping piles of them, and yeah, hordes of them, shall we say. You don't look inked. Let's use some of these off this page. Right, you don't stand out so well, so you definitely need to be on something. No, I'm not liking that. I keep hoarding it. It's got to go in the right place. I quite like that on there. Which is a Nanine one, and so is that. You see, just a label and just those on their own. Might put a word, I'll see. I think I'm probably trying to make them to wow now instead of just putting them down. Field notes. Nurture. So I want something that's not blue, don't we? Kindness. Discover. Things are sticking to me. I've got this flower. I was looking for a flower a minute ago, wasn't I? Daydreamer. No, I think we want one of these words. Sunshine. No, want a big one. Discover. They're all very much straight and in a line, aren't they? Which is unusual for me, so we'll do that one. Like I say, you can add onto these, you could have buttons, lace, glitter, fabric. You could stamp over them. Just keep pushing one out the top and moving them across now. I think I do like these ones with a fancy edge. Let's ink another one. So I think you might be getting fed up now of watching me do the same old, same old. I don't know. Some of you will, some of you won't. I bet there's something here that you're all shouting, use that piece, use that piece. There's a nice birdie there. It'll be nice on there, won't he? I like to use these big pieces of paper up. Well, not big, I know. These large pieces of scrap. Oh, my glue nozzle's getting a bit looped up at the end. I'm not cleaning it with my finger like I normally do because I end up with just horrible bits of glue hanging off me all the time. My hands look like they're skinning. Right, I'd quite like that one as well. Do you think the bird will go over that? No, let's put it up there. So the bird is a washi sticker that I got out either yesterday or the day before. I think it was for the cover of the fairy journal. I got 3. I wanted 2 and I got 3 out, so I had a choice. And that's what happens, and whatever I leave out just gets swept into a little pot. Which most of this, not all of it, but most of this on the desk has come from. Yeah, I think what I'll do tomorrow is my nails. They're definitely ready for some TLC, aren't they? The Fabri-Tac's taken everything off them and put on. Come on, you're so nearly there. Tut. I tell Neil off when he tuts. It's not a nice thing to do, tutting, is it? Right. Oh dear, have I cut your tail off yet? It's good job you're washi. Your tail sticks out a long way, fella. That's it. How rude, he says. Talking about my bodily parts. There you go. You're on. Yeah, the glue's starting to drive me mad already. Lovely. This will be like the, or rather these will be like, oh that's a bit of a funny shape. the, what are the clusters? The fabric clusters. Will you fit? Just about. So let's have you up there because you're a head in, aren't you? Yeah, as in once they all get put down together, you know, it'll just look like a cafe and legumes, coffee and vegetables, and they're vegetables in my, well, I know they're fungi really, but we eat mushrooms as vegetables, don't we? Yeah, as they're all together on your desk. You know, like when you put all your fabric clusters out, they look like pretty coloured jewels. I think that's what these will look like in a minute when I get them all out and lay them next to each other. They'll just look like a, I'm hoping, with a number on that one. It'll look like a lovely, no, that'll be number 2. Not quite big, any smaller. That blue one's nice. Do you go? Number 1951. Yeah. It's kind of reflected in that colour up there. Yeah, and I keep thinking, right, that's the last one now and I'll get them out. So I'll do one more, and then we'll have a look at how many we've got and what we've done. But I'm not going to put this lot away. I am going to make more when I've finished filming. It's a very yellowy looking page. Why are you more yellowy looking than the rest? Of course you could stencil on these first, couldn't you? Just put that little bit of fabric there. Shall we stick some fabric on? Let's see, let's have a grand finale. We've got some lovely roses. Oh, I know, we've got this beautiful house. Will you fit? Oh, you will. Oh yes, that's definitely a yes. I've got 2 of these actually. Oh, and there's a butterfly. I want to do the butterfly one as well. There might be just one more after this. Sorry. Zip me forward if you've had enough, so that you can just see all the ones that we've made together. So remember, this is a challenge for Tattytreasure and Friends Facebook group. I'm sure most of you belong there now, but if you've just happened to come upon my channel while I'm doing this, what did I say? By the road, yeah. Not on there because it doesn't stand out, does it? I'm not sure that does now actually. What was I saying? Tattytreasure and Friends, yeah. So pop over onto the Facebook group if you're not already a member, and have a look what everyone else is doing in the challenge. But it is literally, I need something colourful behind that. It is literally anything at all that you want to, or you've got a lot of, because it's, oh, I've got a lot of those. Yeah, let's put that one on, and make something with it and take a photo and or a video if you're a videoer, and share it with us on the group. That'd be lovely. And if you post it under the thread each week that Tania puts up, you stand a chance of going into, or you will go into if you post under the thread, if you stand a chance of winning, I should say, something in the draw, the prize draw by the road. I might want a number. I've got a little tiny one. I must have a little tiny one somewhere. Oh, you're quite interesting now. You're tiny though. 65 up there, yeah, up there. Yeah, and if you don't want to enter, pop on and have a look at what everybody else is doing for some inspiration for your own crafting. Oops, right, was there something else that I said I wanted to put on? Yeah, that butterfly. And do I want field notes or discovery? Yeah, quite like field notes on it. Right, the last one then. Will you go on there because you're quite wide? You will. You good old butterfly, you. So this is another one from Nanine's kit. So I think this might be April's kit. Lovely butterflies. Yeah, I think it's April. And there really are some beautiful butterflies in it. So Nanine at Collagetype, her again, if you don't know her Etsy shop details will be in the link. Too small, red, a bit too big really. I've got that Goldilocks moment going on, haven't we? Yeah, what a shame. Let's try this blue one. No, I think I keep trying the same ones, same size all the time. So let's just cut one. What have I done with my lovely scissors? Just cut one out, a piece of this. They're wicked, these scissors. While they work, they soon stop. Oh, you only just made that big enough, Denise, but that will do. Glubby glue. Eek. Oh, it's fallen over on me. Let's have a flat bit at the bottom. That's it, just gives it a little bit of something to make it stand out on the text page. I got that right at the bottom. I'm thinking I could still have a label, a small label. What's that one? Smaller than that. A very small brown label. Green. Yeah. I think if I ink it up well, good strong border. Just to fill that big. Yeah. Okay, I got my butterfly done. Thank you for staying with me while I did. And then I'll just push this lot to one side because I'll be bringing it back in again to finish it off soon. I don't know how many more I'll be doing tonight because my legs are aching now. But if I leave it, I will do some first thing in the morning. So let's see what we... Oh, I put some up there as well. Gosh, we did get a lot done. Wowza. Right, so let's count them before we look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, those three I did. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and I think I've only been half an hour. So I've definitely only been half an hour actually sticking them. So I've got 19 with those three, haven't I? So they're the three that I did. Didn't I have 4? I thought I'd made 4. Well, there's another one floating around somewhere. Pretty sure I'd made... Oh, no, it wasn't that. Anyway, they're the 3 that I started with. And then we made... Right, let me see where you can see in the camera. Bunny, birds, large portrait, house, mushrooms. And can you see if I do another line down there? That's a small portrait. That's just a piece of coloured paper with a pretty bird on it. Big flower. Yes, I'm running out of room. If I move them up, can you still see them? And can you see another row here? I think you can. Gosh, I couldn't even tell you which one my favourite one was. They're all nice, aren't they? That one, and then I've got one that just can't fit anywhere. Yeah. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Let me know if you're going to pop off and make some. And yeah, I'll be looking in the group to see if you've posted something that that you've been making too. I hope we've inspired you. Have a lovely evening, and I'll see you tomorrow with the Flower Fairy Journal. Bye for now.